Part 37. People think a snake's greatest weapon is the venom from its bite. In a different perspective, little thought is given to its ability to coil around things. As a snake coils around something, it feels the path to its destination, positioning itself perfectly before it strikes. This kind of movement is quite useful as it helps to restrain someone in certain situations when it's safe enough to use. When I say safe, I mean give them a moment to rethink things. When looking at this picture, some people watching may think that they can escape easily. By the end of this video, you may understand why that's not something a person would want to do. Here, I move to the side to avoid the attack and wrap my hand and forearm around his arm. It starts from the outside of his arm and then over his arm, which then wraps behind the elbow and shoulder. At this point, his arm is locked in place and my hand is pointed upwards to brace the hold like this. My other arm now goes around to fix the hold in place. This is done by placing the inside part of the wrist, and the hand then points up as I turn my body around. The back of my hand has created a lever against the side of his face. I step back, which levers his body to the ground. Let's see that again in more detail. As he attacks, I step to the side of him with my left leg while catching his arm from the outside. I immediately step in front of his right leg with my right foot. I wrap my hand over his arm and under his elbow as I do this. My hand is pointing up. This is to lock the shoulder in place. Notice as I point my hand up, my left arm is beside his face. It makes the attacker gain tension for a moment, like a deer in headlights. It's for our benefit. It makes it a lot easier for us. As my hand makes contact with his throat, it points upwards. To make this work correctly, the left leg must now step back as I lower my body in place and lever him down. The arm that's wrapped around his prevents his elbow bending. The danger to their throat is obvious. Any pressure will cause problems for them. If they try to get up, two things will stop them. One, the hold on their neck. And two, both their arms are busy. One of his arms is tied up in the hold, and if it bends the way gravity takes him, his arm will break. The other arm is supporting his body and holding him up to stop gravity breaking the arm that's locked. Let's say he turns towards me. Well, he can't. His head is locked in place. Let's say he drops and lies down to escape. His arm will break. The reason I'm pointing this out is to help guide you to understand the movements in the coming parts to this series. It's unlikely they would want to forcefully escape. A technique like this can get an attacker thinking about missed opportunities and their regrets in life. If you enjoy this video, please click the like button, consider subscribing, and if you know someone that can find this useful, please share it with them. Until next time, when searching for a path to its destination, a snake must coil around the branch to move up the tree.